Have you been looking at your balance sheet and you're wondering, what the heck is it supposed to say? What type of accounts are on there? Is it right? Is it wrong? How do you fix it? Let's dive in today to talk about the balance sheet. If we've never met before, hello, I'm Candus Kampfer. I love to help business owners and bookkeepers create confidence with QuickBooks. And this video was, I guess you would say, inspired by my Instagram, where people were like, I would love to know more about the balance sheet. So this video is for you. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's dive in. If you are looking for the desktop version of understanding the balance sheet, go up above or down below. I will link it there for you. But let's talk about QuickBooks Online today. And if that's where you need to be, you are in the right place. So if you've never looked at the balance sheet before, you don't know how to pull it, let's start there. Let's start with the basics. Go under reports over here. Let me move my face out of the way. Then you're going to scroll down to business overview and click on balance sheet. Remember, as an online user, if you click the little star there, so you can pull it up easily in the future. For those of you who are not using the accountant style view, you're going to want to go under business view to find your balance sheet. So go under reports here, scroll down, and you'll find your balance sheet. Let's talk about what do you need to know to understand your balance sheet. First, if you were on desktop in the past or you're used to accounting, you probably know, but you may not, that really the way the balance sheet works is it ends on a specific date. So a profit and loss has a begin date and an end date. And it's giving you the data based off of, say, January 1st to December 31st, what happened in your business. And that is probably what you're used to. With a balance sheet, though, it's a snapshot at an exact moment. As of this date, what has happened in your business? So what's kind of confusing with online is that they have a begin date and an end date. But what you really need is the end date. And that is why it's only showing the end date, where when you look at a profit and loss, it'll show the full period of time. You need to ask yourself, what am I looking for? Do I want to know as of all dates? Do I want to know as of this year? The only time that it really matters that you're picking the end date would be if you're trying to go back to a prior year versus you want everything always. Does that make sense? So let's say that we wanted to know instead of December, we want to know as of July, or we want to know as of August. That's why this matters, okay? So put that down on your paper if you're taking notes. The next thing you need to know is there's two different accounting basis or methods within the accounting world and QuickBooks. The first one is cash basis. It's going to be at the moment money is exchanged. It's going to show up on your report. The second method is called accrual. The moment you create, let me show you, you create an invoice, that's the date it's going to show, or the moment you create a bill, that's the moment it's going to show. So it's good to know the difference between cash and accrual. You can choose which one you want. The biggest impact that it's going to have has to do with your net income on the bottom. So if you choose cash and you hit run report, you're going to see a couple things that change. Okay. The first is it's not going to include your accounts receivable. It's not going to include your accounts payable because those are accrual-based accounts, okay? If you pick accrual and you run it, you'll see your accounts receivable is included as well as your accounts payable. So it's making changes and your net income will change at the bottom because it's pulling it based off what happened on the profit and loss on cash or accrual as well. Okay, so that's a good thing to know depending on what reports you want to see. So if you're pulling it based off cash, but you want to see accounts receivable, you'll need to change it to accrual. All right, let's move on to the next thing. So you've decided on the date, you've decided on your method with which one you want to pull it. Let's talk about the different types of accounts. So within QuickBooks, when you're setting up in your chart of accounts, you're choosing, do you want a bank account? Those are current assets within QuickBooks, meaning they're more liquid. You can turn them into cash quicker. And so that's why they call it current assets. So you have your bank account, your savings account. They may not match exactly what's in your bank statement at that moment. And that's because whatever is encompassed in QuickBooks in totality, meaning everything, will impact this. This is what your check register balance is, okay? It's really important to know because it may not match your bank statement because your bank statement is anything that cleared the bank. What's in QuickBooks is based off how current are you on your data and is there anything waiting to be cleared, okay? It's a common question I get asked, especially with bank feeds. Why is there a difference? Accounts receivable is going to be, I created an invoice. Your customers are going to pay you later. How much do they owe you? Accounts receivable helps you with cash flow. Then down here you have under current assets, things you can liquidate within 12 months. Could be inventory. It could be undeposited funds. Undeposited funds is the money that you have collected from your customers that you're waiting to record as a deposit. How you'll verify that, and that should be the only amount in there, is here under bank deposit. If you find there's a lot of old stuff in here, you probably haven't been using your QuickBooks properly. I'd recommend checking out my program, Confidence QuickBooks, which teaches you how to do it right. If you find that you do know how to do it right, but you don't know how to clean it up, then you're probably going to want to check out my QuickBooks Simplified community, where we help you advance your skills in learning how to clean up mistakes. So if while you're going through here and you're looking at your balance sheet and you want to help clean up, that's what I would check out. But first, you need to know how to do it right. That's why I typically recommend Confidence QuickBooks first. But depending on your skill set level, we have 2 different levels that we can help you with. All right. So then after you look at your undeposited funds, it is going to total it for you. Total assets. So this is going to be all of these bold ones totaled together. Then you have your fixed assets. Fixed assets are going to be things like vehicles, equipment, land, buildings, anything large that you are going to buy as an asset, and then you're going to depreciate over time. That's what you're going to see here. Those are going to total. Then you have all of your total assets, which is all bold together. Below that, you're going to see your liabilities. So the way accounting works is your assets equal both your liabilities and your equity. Okay. So what does that mean? Liabilities are the people and places you owe money. So it could be accounts payable. Accounts payable is here entering bills. Those are the vendors that you owe money to. Credit cards, a list of each one of those. Anything you're going to owe in the next 12 months could be a line of credit. Those will be listed here and those will total. Then you have your long-term. These are mortgages. Anything you're going to owe for more than a year is considered a long-term liability, and those will total. Then you're going to have equity. The types of equity accounts you're going to see is opening balance. This account is created from when you first set up your QuickBooks and you're setting up credit cards or bank accounts and you don't know where the money came from. You're most likely using this account. I do recommend closing that at the end of every year. If you need to learn more about that, let me know. I believe we have a video. We'll link it up above or below. And if you need more help with that, those are things I teach inside my programs. The next thing is your retained earnings. I also have a video on this, but it's good to understand what your retained earnings are when you're looking at your balance sheet. So retained earnings is your profit or loss year over year that you've been in business and or been tracking in QuickBooks, your data. It's going to total here. This is a sample file, sample company in QuickBooks, and they only have the current year of business. They don't have anything prior, so there is no retained earnings. Yours will be the amount that you've had in the past. And remember, all of these you can click on the dollar amounts, not the name, but the dollar amount, and it will give you more detail. Then the last account that it's showing on this one is your net income. Net income comes from what? Your profit and loss of the current year. So retained earnings are prior years. Net income is the current year, in which will match what you have on your profit and loss, depending on if you're going with cash or accrual basis when you want to compare them. Okay. Then it's going to total all of your liabilities. So if we shrunk this up and we did all liabilities, all equity, and then you came over here and you shrunk up all of your assets, you'll notice the accounting equation is, and always will be, all assets equal the same as your liability and your equity in your business. Okay. These titles come from your chart of accounts. Now, one thing I want to share with you that I get asked often is this. Why do my owner draws, shareholder distributions, partnership, the money you're putting in or the money coming out, why is it not showing on your profit and loss? And those types of accounts are actually equity. So you may also see an equity account in there. Okay, so it could be owner, depending on your entity structure, if you're a sole proprietor, member if you're an LLC, or shareholder, depending on if you're a corporation and how you file your taxes. If you ever want to go and look at these accounts and tinker what they're titled, you're going to go under your chart of accounts. Or if you want to create new ones, you can get there from a few different ways. You can go to the wheel, go to chart of accounts. You can do all lists. There's many ways to get there. But when you're creating this, you'll notice now when you're in here, you'll see account type, bank account, accounts receivable, current, fixed. And you're like, oh, That's how the system knows the type of account. So if you picked the wrong type, could have it in the wrong category. And these are the titles that you gave it. So the next time you go to add an account, know, well, what is a bank account, an asset, and then when you come in here, you're going to start looking, oh, that's under accounts receivable, that's under current. Where do these belong? What am I purchasing? Is it a credit card? Is it a liability? Is it an equity account? And then you can say, I want it under equity. You set it up. Then it comes in here and starts asking you, see, is it owner equity? Is it partnership? So it'll start asking you different questions and guiding you on the types of accounts that you want to pick. For those of you who have been paying attention, but you are not using the accountant style view, you're using the business view, I want to show you real quick how to pull your reports and how to find these for you as well. So you're going to go under, you'll notice it has chart of accounts when I pulled it up, but you're going to want to go under business view to find your balance sheet. So go under reports here, scroll down, and you'll find your balance sheet. And if you're wanting to know more about how to find your chart of accounts, as we cover that, make sure you click on bookkeeping. Chart of accounts will be right here. I wanted to make sure I include that because depending on which version of QuickBooks you're using, you might be like, how do I find it? So I wanted to include it for you. Let me know, what were your biggest ahas about the balance sheet? Was it the types of accounts? Was it maybe that you have mistakes or those dollar amounts are inaccurate, that they need to be cleaned up? Because once, say that you had a loan and you don't owe it anymore, it's showing up maybe even as a zero, which it should be zero if it's paid off. You can actually go into your chart of accounts and start making those types of accounts inactive. Just know, this is a big tip for you. Do not just go in and try to make something inactive that has a balance thinking it's going to remove it from your balance sheet, because it will not. There's other strategies to cleaning up. So if you enjoyed this tip and trick and you'd like to get them in your inbox, you can go up above or down below and we'll send them to you directly. If while I was talking about learning how to actually design QuickBooks for what you need to customize it, to become more confident, that interests you, check out Confidence with QuickBooks or come to our Customizing QuickBooks workshop. If you found while looking at the list that you have mistakes and old stuff that really doesn't need to be there, and you feel like you know how to enter it properly, but you'd like to advance your skills by cleaning it up, check out our Cleaning Up QuickBooks workshop or our QuickBooks Simplified community. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to learn more about what was your big aha, so don't forget to share them in the comments. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I look forward to seeing you inside my next tip and trick. Have an amazing day. Toodaloo. Bye.